Welcome to the small Scape. Sorry about the noise coming from that tank right there. I'll keep the intro very short. Just got back from Aquashella, Chicago, 2024. Thanks for everybody coming out and meeting us. It was super fun having our own booth, and found a couple of items that I have never ever seen before that I absolutely had to share. You know me, with tips and tricks, I have to share them. And then some really cool Scapes that were there, although I did miss a number of them working at the booth. I missed actually recording them and seeing them when they were complete.
Speaking of Scapes, let's start off with some, and that would be the Creator Scape off. We did dry Scapes, which is actually very relaxing and very low stress. This is Whip's World. He did a Scape, and boy, oh boy, do I love it. That piece of driftwood, that big, huge piece, I actually wanted to put in my tank, and it was too small, but he made it fit, and I actually really liked it. And this is Jason's, Mr. Primetime. He did his own Scape. Love it. I can always tell which one is his because he always uses succulents in his aquarium scaping, but I actually really love it. And he did a great job. He actually won it. He got numero uno in the quote-unquote competition. It was voted by everybody who attended. And this is the second place winner, Rob from Flip Aquatics. Awesome tank. I would love this one, and I told him because I was scaping right next to it, and it was really distracting because it was so beautiful. I just love this, and somehow, whatever it is, I'm going to be studying this because I need to recreate parts of this. I'm going to knock it off. I'm just going to say I'm going to knock it off somehow. But this is kind of the view that I had. Love just the whole feel of it. Absolutely love it. And you will probably be seeing something that is going to be inspired by that. And then here is mine. But a fun fact about this one is that my son, my youngest son, Eli, helped. He actually helped. He had a couple of suggestions that I, of course, took, including adding little flowers in there. And if this was my tank, I would probably fill it up right below those flowers and kind of have a half above the water, half above or half below the water. And it was just really fun. He also helped pick out some little tiny sprigs down below, and it was just a really relaxing time to scape. Highly recommend dry scaping. And this is from Grant. And fun fact about this one is those little plants going along the middle of those two rocks. Love how he placed those rocks, by the way. They were really rubbery and fun to play with, and I actually tried using them in my scape, but they weren't behaving. But also love all of his scapes, including this one. I don't know what that stuff in the back, the little branchy stuff is, but it's intriguing whenever I see it. And this is from Braxton, from Frog House Tropics, and really something different here. Love it. Bonsai, and a lot of succulent inspired kind of, that's how I kind of look at it. And love the little island off on the left too. Really cool. It's always fun. We have the same stuff to choose from, and everybody's looks completely different, and it was a fun time. This is my first find that I absolutely had to share. I was like, whoa, wait, I need to record this. Hold still. This is like, a lot of people come with a cooler bag, big, huge bags, backpacks, but those get heavy. So what if you get a bunch of rocks? There you go. This one, as you're going to see, I have, and this one and another one, if I find anything on Amazon, which a couple of these products, this is from Amazon, I'll link the affiliate link in the description. Love it, but it has 176 pound capacity. So you can use rocks, put rocks in there, anything you find. And then of course, onto the bettas. Beautiful bettas at Prism Bettas. She's got the most beautiful ones at every show. These were some of my favorites. I just went through really quick. I had found kind of one of my favorites. He was a black and white. He had beautiful eyes. I think for some reason there were two of them. One of them had all black eyes. And the other one had they looked like googly eyes. He had black eyes and like a white rim. Love these two. This is the same one that I saw at Fish Planet. Similar color. I would totally name him Chiffon. I don't know. It's just stuck on my head. And, but this black and white one was just, I was really, really considering him. Funny story coming up with that one. Here's just some of the most beautiful ones. There always one is more beautiful than the next. Here, this is one of the black and white ones, I think. Nope, maybe not. No, this is not. But all the multicolored ones. Oh, all these colors just mixing together, like the teal and then the gold together on these bettas. Just gets me every time. I don't know if everybody else could spend as much time as I could spend at this booth. Just so you know, you stole my fish.
Google.
Yep, that was Lone Wolf Aquatics. And a funny story with him, he actually bought the betta that I was looking at because we were talking about him. I'm like, oh, you got him? The one with the googly eye? So I named him. I named him Google. And hopefully that name will stick. Whatever name he wants to name him, the name Google will always be stuck in his head. Now switching to the green neon, this is Hannah, my new best friend, because her favorite fish is also the green neon. It's the coolest thing. This is Kasha from Creative Pet Keeping. She's actually getting some of our green neons. I was so proud. There are my two boys, Luke and Eli, working them in the booth. And this tip was from Rodney. This is a brine shrimp hatchery that requires no air. That's right, no air, which is so cool. And it just works with the lights of the tank. So if it's right next to a tank, he said it works really great. And I am totally going to check that out because that type of thing is keeping me from getting, say, like a scarlet batis on the second floor because I don't want to walk all the way down the basement and then come all the way upstairs. So check it out. Now, before we get to my final, I don't know if I call it a tip or not, but it's kind of a fun thing. This is the first place winner of the Fluval competition. And the sad thing is that I didn't get to see any of the tanks filled up, completed until after the Aquashella was complete, done with. And most of the tanks, if you can see in the background, are actually gone. They were dismantled, gone, donezo. Didn't get to see them. This is the only one that I could see that was left. So I get you some footage and just beautiful. Love it. Melanie Holmes placed second. She wasn't even planning on scaping a tank. That's how awesome she is. And didn't even get footage of hers. This is the winner who won the auction for Jason's Scape. Yeah, so here's a funny story. 1 week ago while I was doing all the filming and hopping around all the fish stores that are around Aquashella, which a number of people did come up to me and actually did see one couple actually saw 3 of the places the day before, which was totally cool. Loved to hear that. But I actually got footage at Aquashella specifically for a video that I actually had not even released yet. And then the funniest thing happened. Well, Mike came up to me and said,
so I got these out on the parking lot. Not really in the parking lot, but they were on the ground around the trees at Aquashella. So I'm going to try them, get them boil, and give them a try in my shrimp tanks. See how they do.
Let us know.
I will.
So this is really funny because this is my footage that I took like a week ago. And this is kind of me recreating what happened 2 years ago because Aquashella wasn't here last year. 2 years ago, this is what I was doing. I was discovering alder cones on the ground. However, funny thing was that I was in the back of the building by the loading docks and Mike was in the front of the building by like the main entrance. Basically 2 crazy fish keepers looking around on the ground. So the question I have for you is, would you use or have you used found alder cones? How's it worked out? Would you attempt it? And what would you check out first? Or would you just boil them and then kind of hope for the best? I don't know where the ones come from that you order online from. Is there any difference in pollution or anything like that? So that's your question of the day. Curious what you think. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next week.